I'll be honest, I didn't get this thing installed because I'm losing power every week, because honestly, I'm not. Being here in California, we're not consistently losing power, and when we do, it's usually not for very long. But there is always this thing in the back of my mind. We've got rolling blackouts, high demand on the grid, even fire season. All of these are just random outages when you never know if it's gonna last 10 minutes or 10 hours. Now, before having a system like this, I never really had a great plan. I mean, I had smaller battery backups, I had flashlights, and I could keep my phone charged up. But if the actual house lost power, that was a completely different story. Talking no internet, no AC, and if it's long enough for the fridge being out, that's not a good thing. And one thing that's become really important for me is my saltwater reef tank. This is something that can't just be left without power for very long. The pump needs to keep water moving. The tank actually needs oxygen to survive. So if the water stops circulating, providing that oxygen for more than a few days, it can be really devastating to the tank. So for me, power backup isn't just about comfort. There are actually things in the house that need to keep running just to survive. And that's why this setup has changed the way I think about outages. So this right here is the Anker SOLIX E10. It is a whole home backup system. It's something that I've actually been living with for the last few months. And I do want to be clear right away that this is not a portable power station, at least for me. You can't make it portable, but for me it is not. Mine is actually bolted to the wall. So it is installed and is actually part of the house. And at this point, it actually feels less like a gadget and more like a full home integration. So this really isn't going to be a first impression style of video. It's going to be more of an update of what the experience has been like living with this. I'm going to be talking about how I use it, what surprised me, and why I've basically stopped worrying about power outages. Before this, my backup power plan was pretty basic, and I think that's probably true for a lot of people out there. You might have a battery somewhere, maybe a generator in the garage, maybe some flashlights and power banks, but you don't really know your plan until the power actually goes out. And that's when you have to start making decisions. Do we open up the fridge and let all that cold air out? How long is the internet actually going to stay up? And can you run the air conditioner? What about the fish tank? What if this lasts longer than we actually expected? And that is the stressful part. It's not just that the power is out, it's that the house actually starts becoming a project. You're trying to figure out what actually matters and what doesn't, and what you can actually keep running, and how long you have before something actually becomes a real issue. Now, my experience with the Anker SOLIX E10 installed, that feeling basically went away. If the power goes out, the system is already there. It's already connected, and it just takes over. So what actually matters during a power outage? The biggest thing I've learned after living with it is that backup power isn't just about battery size. It's easy to look at specs and focus on capacity, output, runtime, all of that. And yes, those things do matter, but in real life, the question is much simpler. What keeps working? Does the Wi-Fi stay on? Does the fridge keep running? Can the AC still cool the house? And does my reef tank keep circulating water? Those are the things that are important to me. And that is where the whole home backup system actually makes the biggest difference. With a lot of backup solutions, you're choosing what gets power. Maybe you want to give it to the fridge, maybe a few lights, maybe the router, and everything else just is off limits. But with a system like this installed, it just kind of feels normal. I'm not dragging extension cords around the house. I'm not moving batteries from one room to another. I'm not deciding which device matters most. The system is just part of the house, and that completely changes the experience. Okay, now one of the biggest questions that I had is running the AC, and that is one thing that I really care about. Because if the power goes out in the middle of the day, that's kind of really annoying. But if it happens during a heat wave, that's completely different. And the air conditioning can be tricky with backup power because it's not just about keeping it running, it's that startup demand when the system kicks on. That's where a lot of systems struggle. With my experience with the Anker SOLIX E10, the system is designed for big home loads. And in my actual use, that has been one of the most reassuring parts. My AC isn't running nonstop 5 hours straight. It actually cycles. So it turns off, it cools, the house shuts off, then it turns back on when it needs to. And with my setup, I have 3 batteries. That's been enough to keep the AC going during my peak power. Okay, so here's what really justified the use for me, and that is that this is not just for emergencies. I actually use this for daily use, which brings me to something I didn't expect to care about as much as I did. I originally thought of this system mostly as an outage system. So power goes out, this keeps the house running, but I'm actually using it every single day. Where I live, peak power pricing is from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's when electricity is the most expensive, and it also happens to be when the house is still very much being used. Dinner is happening, the kids are doing their thing, lights are on, internet's running, AC might still be cycling, so I have the system scheduled to help during those peak windows. And that makes a system like this feel a lot more practical. It's not just sitting there waiting for the rare emergency, it's actually doing something useful every single day. That was a big realization for me because it makes the system feel less like something you buy for worst case scenarios and more like something that becomes part of how the home runs. And that is really the best way I can describe the user experience. I don't feel like I'm constantly managing it. I can check the app, see what the system is doing, and make sure everything looks good. And the best part is I am not babysitting it, and that is important because backup power sounds great until it becomes another thing you have to think about. For me, the whole point is that it fades into the background. Now, I'm not trying to turn this into some extreme prepper video. I don't think zombies are coming to the house, but I do think having a plan does matter because it's easy to say, yeah, we'd be fine if the power went out, but would you? What keeps running? How long? Can your refrigerator stay on? Can your internet stay up? Can your house stay comfortable? And in my case, can the reef tank actually keep water moving through it? I don't want all of that investment just dying on me. Now, before, my plan was kind of a mix of hope, small batteries, and figuring it out later. Now the plan is built into the house, and that is the biggest change for me. So after living with the Anker SOLIX E10, I'm not worried about every little power flicker. I'm not wondering what we do during a rolling blackout, and I'm not relying on a temporary setup to keep the house going. This is installed as part of the house. And for me, that is the whole point. It's not just about having backup power. It's about making power outages less disruptive, maybe even boring, which to me is a good thing. And honestly, that is exactly what I want from a system like this. I don't need a dramatic outage story. I just want to know that if the grid goes down, my house keeps going. And after living with the system, that's why I stopped worrying about power outages. If you guys want to know more about this system, I will have links down in the description. If you want to see my first impression review of this video, I will link that over here for you guys to check out. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.